The following program is brought to you by Dherbs, the home of the full body cleanse.
You guys ready for this? It's a nice young body there.
He lost 35 pounds in 45 days. That's kicking butt. That's being focused. That's staying with what you need to do every single day to get things done as far as getting that weight down, and he did it.
I feel like it's surprising to see that you can change your life that fast. I would recommend this for anybody. It feels good. I almost feel like a young spring chicken again.
All right, we're officially back at the Dherbs studio, ready for the weigh-in. I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay, let's do it.
Let's go.
Kim is on a 45-day challenge to improve her health. She got a blood test with some bad signs, and now she's going to cleanse and exercise with the help of Dherbs to lose weight and turn those problems around. The results are in.
Are you feeling like the diet? Like you feel you have more energy? You feel overall, yes, I do. Is there anything you want to keep going? No.
The diet is not bad. You really do just have to figure out what works for you. But these workouts are a whole nother monster. When I don't have to go to AD to work out and I have to do this on my own, that's when you're going to hear my mouth. That's when these confessionals are going to come to life, because that's when they're going to make the world of difference for me. And I'm going to try really, really hard to push through them. But doing 100-something reps in a single exercise, I can understand how it works. I understand how AD is so successful and how he transforms these people's lives. And I'm also like, dear God, give me the strength. Because what? How, Sway? How are y'all doing this? How are we doing 50 minutes of cardio and then 100-something reps of exercises and then coming back at night and doing half of that again? I don't want to be a complainer. I don't want to be a complainer. I want to be somebody that can push through this, that can make it to the end. I just don't see how. I don't see how we gonna make it to the end.
All right, another week in the books. How we feeling? Oh, okay. Well, we'll get more catch up as we go. But we're at the park today.
Yes.
It's beautiful. It's outside. It's finally hot.
It is.
Which is going to contribute to a little sweat in our little workout. So this week, I want to take him to the park. I love being outside. The sun is out, thank God, because LA has been tripping. Global warming. But we're back, and we're going to go to the park. I can see some of her workouts. Hopefully she doesn't curse me out, because I know she's already done one of her workouts today. But, we're going to stay positive. It's going to be a good time. I'm excited, if you can't tell.
I am not an outside workout girl. That is not my life on a regular basis. But to be outside in nature with Chloe, I think was really nice. LA has been gloomy and nasty and cold, and so to finally see it starting to warm up is a beautiful feeling. My birthday is around the corner, and so being out in the sunshine, just taking a walk and taking in the fresh air was great. It's my thighs that have been putting in some overtime.
I'm not gonna lie. I feel like I'm gonna fly off of here.
You're gonna fall?
My foot is sliding back. So no, you can keep going. I'm just saying that I feel like I'm not gonna be able to do zero work.
Okay.
I'm not gonna be able to sit here and coast. So I'm actually in it with you.
I love this for us. This is actually making my day better.
Amen. See, we love that. Come on, day better. Okay, tell me some of why the day has been a little rough.
So I think when you're doing this 24/7, you're eating the foods, you are doing the workouts, you are paying attention to the supplements, you're taking all the stuff, and then you don't see it reflected on the scale, it gets a little bit challenging.
Have you been doing more of checking the scale without me?
Yeah, I have.
Oh my goodness.
But only because I needed to know what was happening. So we did the last recipe day, right?
Yes.
With tacos situation.
Amazing.
And so I was like, cool, I'm gonna make these tacos. I'm probably gonna eat these. These gonna be my meals because I mess with these, right? And then I didn't use the bathroom for like 2-3 days. Clearly the tacos ain't work for me. Outside of being good as hell, for this diet, they ain't gonna work. So yeah, I weighed myself and I'm glad I did because I had to cut some things out. So now I'm on like watermelon and pear and nuts, basically. So we're gonna see what the weigh-in is today, but outside of seeing my body transform, I don't feel any lighter. So if I get on the scale today and it's like same weight as before, I'm done. I'm going to Chick-fil-A today. I'm telling you, I'm gonna go ahead and do my proactive cheat confessional because if the scale tell me that I basically could have been doing what I've been doing and not losing no weight, then let me do what I've been doing and not lose no weight. Don't deprive me of this food.
I always encourage clients to stick with the plan. When you start to deviate and do things that you think should work and then don't get the results that you want, it's that much more difficult. But I do want to say what I have heard you say in results, you are visually seeing the difference in your body. And we talked about this week 1, about sometimes you won't see it on the scale, but we'll see it in how your clothes fit.
Well, I will say that these pants, they never fit like this. Like we ain't never get this much action in these before, ever.
We talked a lot about where she is mentally, how she is a little discouraged, but I did my best to encourage her.
I want to see the numbers reflected on the scale, but I have to be honest and say that I have seen it in other things, one of the biggest one being my period. So I know I called you, text you, and was like, Chloe, I'm bloated. I'm not seeing a difference.
Yeah.
It's not moving. I'm doing the stuff. And you were like, aren't you on your cycle? And I was like, yes. I had to remember that I was on my cycle because I'd forgotten just that fast. And I think even though we want to see it on the scale, like me being transparent and saying I felt it this period, I had to call AD and be like, yo, does the cleanse affect like our periods? Does it affect how that happens? When I tell you I was the lightest I've ever been, I still had some cramping, but nowhere near where it usually is. I'm usually like curled up in a ball in bed. I need my cookie dough, my honey bun, all the stuff, the chocolate, whatever. And I stay on the heating pad under the covers. Don't talk to me, I don't wanna go nowhere. And this time I was still fighting through the workouts. I still went to go meet up with AD to do the exercises. And yeah, it was uncomfortable, but nowhere near what it usually is. And
That's amazing.
Has the cleanse been helpful? Absolutely, because I had the energy to be able to do that, and I didn't really feel the symptoms I typically feel with the period.
I know that can be extremely discouraging because you want the work you're putting in to add up. Totally makes sense. She's not crazy for that at all. I just really want her to lean into what she is saying. She was on her period this week and it was better than it ever has been for her. She was seeing that she got some differences happening in her body, but she's still maintaining those assets as she wanted. So we're getting results. The results are occurring. It's just staying the course that's seeming a little tricky right now.
Matter of fact, I went to go stay at the training house because I was like, I need somebody in my face, on my case at all times. And so now I'm doing that. So my workouts with AD have been great. 2 parts to that. Typically, I'm at my house and I'm able to do the workouts on my own. I may drive up to see him once or twice a week. That drive is brutal, so it's maybe an hour, hour and a half, depending on what time I leave. So we decided for this week, how about I just come to the house and be able to do the workouts with him. And so now AD has 24/7 access to torture me, should he like.
You said you don't sweat.
I didn't sweat before this damn cleanse. And Stairmaster. And sweatsuit. And but for me, it was more so about, I need him to see that I am doing the work. Because when you're not in his presence all the time, he'll text you and check in and be like, hey, how's it going? How are the workouts? What's happening? But then when you get to the scale and the scale isn't reflective of that, I think people can be skeptical. So I was like, I want to be in your presence. I need you to see what I'm eating. I need you to see that I'm working out. And so now he gets to see both of those things, and the numbers still aren't moving. So I'm curious to know what that's about and what's going on.
All right, so I know you started to stay at the training house so that AD can actively see and track your progress. How long are you intending to stay?
For a week.
I think that that's perfect.
Well, I've already been there a couple days.
Yeah.
And the fact that he sees what I'm eating, he sees when I'm working out, and he will see whether or not their scale moves.
Yeah.
And we'll be able to be like, well, damn, I don't know. Because I see the bitch working out and eating like she ain't doing nothing. I don't know. So that was my point. I was like, I need you to understand fully, that I'm committed to doing this.
Okay.
And that this is what's happening. So hopefully at the end of this week, we knock some of these pounds down. But also, if we don't, he can't be like, well, it ain't getting done. I tried to tell AD, ever since I was a kid, I've been a fat kid, obese kid, overweight, whatever word you want to use, I've been that. And so my body has just been very resistant to weight loss, even in the diets that I've tried, in the working out, in the different classes, and all of the things. It's very stubborn and it will fight back. And so I don't know what we're gonna have to do to push it to this next level or to push down. I don't recall in my adult life ever being in the 180s, ever. He keeps asking, like, when was the last time you were in the 180s? I don't know. I can't tell you. I think when I was in middle school, high school, back here in the back of my mind, I also know my journey in my life and the things that I've done and tried and how I've seen my body transform and not transform with doing different things. So I have several weeks left in this program, and I think that for me, if I'm not seeing it in front of me, if I'm not seeing the results before my eyes, it gets discouraging. And so then I'm like, yeah, I do want my nugget from Chick-fil-A.
All right, we're officially back at the Dherbs studio, ready for the weigh-in.
Weigh-in.
I'm ready.
I'm ready.
Okay. Let's do it.
Let's go.
All right. We are at 192.6.
Yay.
Yay. That's progress.
I'm so excited. I'm so happy you're excited.
Kim, it's still progress.
I believe you. I'm so happy that you're happy.
Kim, that is 3.6 pounds.
We love to see it.
Do we love to see it? Because I know I do. I want some real live feedback.
Clearly, we want it to be lower. Like the work that you're doing, you want to be reflected. But I am also trying to process that control does not exist. So what my body wants to do, regardless of what I am actually doing, you know, it just doesn't want to give me what I want. So I have to take what it gives. The new weigh-in, 3 pounds-ish. I'm disappointed. Trying my best to stay the course. I think in any way you look at it, a loss is a loss. And so, yeah, we lost weight since the last weigh-in, but I wanted to be losing more.
Yeah, 3.6 pounds lost. You guys, I feel like I was holding my breath, praying that weight loss had occurred because my girl was ready to be done if she didn't see something on that scale. And I feel like it was gonna take, I don't know, a miracle to convince her to stay. So to see 3.6, I know it's not what she wanted, But that was where my excitement came from. I was like, yes!
Am I gonna go get Chick-fil-A afterwards? I ain't even gonna lie to you. I might go get Chick-fil-A and bring it to the house just so I'ma always be honest. Like I'm gonna really say a prayer when I leave here. Like, Lord, please keep me strong. But I think for me, it's less about, oh, it's about Chick-fil-A. Oh, it's more like rebellion. It's like I'm mad. Like I've been doing this the right way for the past however many days and I cannot seem to get to this weight. I am an emotional eater and I'm sad and I'm frustrated. And so I'm like, what's the first thing I can grab? Give me a single nugget out the box. I'll throw the whole box away. Just give me a single nugget just to be like, ugh, I did it. I don't know that that's gonna happen. I don't know.
If she threatened me one more time with going to Chick-fil-A today, I might like have to handcuff us together because I'm not letting that happen.
This next week is gonna be interesting because I'm still committed to doing what I need to do to stick to the program. I just also know my personality. I have to see that there is some sort of change happening. So I wanna get to that part. Like I wanna see the results from that.
I think she's gonna finish the challenge. I feel like Kim can hear me, so I don't wanna say I am afraid that she might cheat before the challenge is over, but she's gonna finish it. Let's just all prayers up on staying the course throughout, okay? Like, oh, that girl keeps me on my toes. This next week, I think this is gonna be a real test. I think that it's super helpful that she is staying at the training house. So I think having that extra on deck at all times is gonna make a huge difference. And I'm ready to see what those results look like next week.